Hi, and welcome back. Have you ever wondered why you're always broke, living paycheck to paycheck, running out of money before the end of the month? Why do some people with similar incomes seem comfortable and have money left over, while others with higher incomes are constantly struggling and asking to borrow money? It's common to feel the pinch around the middle of the month. Some people complain that their money disappears before the month is over, and some even have to borrow money to get by until their next paycheck. Then, that cycle repeats, keeping you financially stuck. So, what's the reason? Is there an effective way to manage money? You might even think that rich people are inherently talented at making endless amounts of money. You see them with luxury cars and beautiful homes, with sky-high incomes, and think, how could they possibly be broke like us? However, the ability to earn money is only one part of the iceberg. I know many people who aren't superstars at making money, they just work regular jobs, but they live comfortably. I also know people who've made large sums of money through investments or winning the lottery but quickly spend it all. They're always broke. The difference lies in how they manage and keep their money. In this video, I'll share 4 effective money management tips for those who always run out of money before the end of the month. Let's see how to keep money in your pocket effectively. Let's get started. 4 effective money management tips for those who run out of money before the end of the month. Dear friends, I learned a valuable lesson from the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's not about how much money you make, but how much money you keep. How do you make money work for you and make more money? Personal finance management is a crucial skill for anyone as they become adults. It determines a person's financial success and well-being. But no one is born with this skill. The good news is that this skill can be learned and applied. If you watch this entire video, you'll learn how to always have money in your wallet. You need to know how to hold on to it. Tip 1. Separate and allocate your money. Robert Kiyosaki said the world's problem is a lack of problem solvers. If you want to be successful and wealthy, you need to know how to solve problems. So, what's your problem? Most people complain that they lack money, are poor, have low salaries, unstable incomes, and so on. And 99% of the reason they run out of money is because they don't allocate their funds properly and don't have a clear spending plan. Some people have a habit of spending impulsively. They prioritize things that make them happy, so when they want to buy something, they'll immediately purchase it based on feelings without thinking, even spending first and figuring out how to pay later. But this is a terrible spending habit. If you spend money uncontrollably, you'll easily fall into a situation of shortage, having to borrow to cover essential expenses. Eventually, you'll be trapped in a cycle of debt. Therefore, at the very least, divide your money into 2 categories: fixed expenses, like rent, utilities, school fees, and monthly transportation costs. Variable expenses, like money for entertainment, wedding gifts, and coffee. By clearly separating these categories, you'll avoid encroaching on your essential funds. There are many effective personal finance management methods in the world. 2 easy-to-implement methods that I've discussed in previous videos on personal finance are the 50-20-30 rule and the 6 jars method. For those unfamiliar with the 50-20-30 rule, it's a method of allocating expenses based on necessity and personal financial goals. When you receive income, you can divide it according to specific percentages and use it according to the purpose of this rule. The 50-20-30 rule suggests that you should allocate 50% of your income to essential needs like housing, transportation, bills, and education, 20% of your income to financial goals like debt repayment, emergency funds, savings, and investments, 30% of your income to other personal expenses like education, personal development, shopping, entertainment, etc. For example, John is an accountant with a monthly salary of $4,000. Each month, John divides his income according to the 50-20-30 rule as follows: 52,000 for essential needs like his children's school fees, rent, and bills. 20% 800 for savings, buying a stable asset, or investing in crypto or stocks, providing both an emergency fund and potential investment returns. 30% 1,200 for investing in education, advanced courses, and personal spending on things he enjoys. After a year, not only does John cover his family's expenses, but he also has $9,600 in savings plus additional returns from his investments. And the 6 jars method, this is a widely used and successful method for personal finance management. According to this rule, all your income is divided more clearly and specifically into 6 corresponding jars. Jar 155, necessities. This money is for all the activities necessary to maintain your basic standard of living. All expenses that only maintain your basic standard of living are included in this group. Some basic expenses include rent, food, transportation, children's school fees, debt repayment, etc. JAR 210. Financial freedom investments. Like other principles, investing is crucial to making your money grow in the future. Therefore, you need to consistently set aside 10% of your income for this activity. JAR 310. Long-term savings for spending. Different from the 50-20-30 rule, the 6 JARS method specifically allocates money for purchasing long-term items like cars or high-value goods. You only need to allocate 10% of your income for this purpose. JAR 410. Education. Investing in yourself is the most profitable and risk-free investment. So, don't overlook it. JAR 510. Play. Someone once said to cherish every moment because life is short. Therefore, set aside some money to reward yourself for your achievements. JAR 65. Give. Giving is forever. Don't be stingy with this small amount for charitable activities or non-governmental organizations. No one who is stingy can achieve great success. When you help others, you're helping yourself gain more opportunities in the future. Through the 6 JARS method, you'll be able to plan your finances clearly and distinctly. Instead of lumping all your money together and overspending, you'll know which funds are essential and which can be used for spending. This way, you'll escape the situation of having an empty wallet at the end of each month. Tip 2. Control your spending to live below your means. See, really like a quote from financial expert Robert Kiyosaki: if you want to be rich, never give yourself luxurious excuses. Indeed, if you want to avoid being broke, don't overspend. Most young people are easily poor because they buy random things, unnecessary items, sale items, and things that seem fun and trendy. The consequence of impulsive late-night purchases is an empty wallet. Therefore, before buying anything, ask yourself these 3 questions. 1. Why am I buying this? 2. Is this item truly necessary? 3. Are there any better alternatives? By clearly answering these questions, you'll have an accurate perspective on your spending. I bet that after answering these 3 questions, half of the items you were planning to buy aren't truly necessary. This spending control method will help you effectively curb your impulsive buying thoughts. Tip 3. Develop the habit of saving more. A Jewish proverb says, "The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now." If you don't want to be broke, start saving today. It doesn't matter how much you save at this moment, what matters most is making saving a habit. Today, go to a bookstore and buy a piggy bank and start the habit of putting money into it to feed the piggy bank. You might say that saving is for people who don't know what to do with their money. However, in life, we don't know what will happen tomorrow. Any risk can occur that requires you to use money, such as suddenly losing your job, a pandemic, an accident, or something unexpected. Savings are your lifeline, especially for those who have a habit of overspending and are always in a situation of running out of money before the end of the month. Putting any extra money into a piggy bank is an effective way to manage their money. Suppose you save the equivalent of 1 fancy coffee drink each day, about $5. In a month, you'll have approximately $150. After a year, you'll have an extra $1,800 in savings. And suppose you maintain that habit of saving $5 per day from age 20 to 60. Do you know what? You'll have $72,000, not including compound interest. While it's not a huge amount, it will help you a lot in retirement or when you need money urgently. Now, suppose you have a habit of saving $15 per day for 40 years. You'll have over $219,000, not including compound interest. Earning $219,000 immediately might seem difficult, but spending a little less and saving $15 is something I bet you can do more easily. Right? Tip 4. Learn to earn more money. Of course, the best way to manage money effectively is to increase your earning potential. This is understandable because our spending needs tend to increase over time. For example, now you might be single and only need to support yourself or even be supported by your parents. But later, you'll have a partner, get married, have 1 child, 2 children, or even 3 or 4. Your need for money will increase over time, and your earning ability will also need to increase to meet those needs. If your earning ability doesn't keep up, you'll likely find yourself quickly broke, no matter how frugal you are. The author of Rich Dad Poor Dad wrote that developing income sources is far more important than cutting expenses. Instead of choosing to live a meager, impoverished life just to save a small amount, learn how to increase your income. Nowadays, with technology, you can easily work in your spare time. You can create a YouTube channel like I do or invest in financial markets to increase your income. You can watch my video on 7 ways to make money silently on my channel for more details. Don't put all your eggs in one basket with a single income source. Not only will this help you escape the cycle of running out of money, but it will also help you develop a wealth-building mindset. Dear friends, a Jewish proverb says, investing in yourself is a wise decision. No one can avoid life's risks that might suddenly leave you broke. But instead of complaining, take action today. 1. Allocate your money properly. 2. Control your spending to live below your means. 3. Develop a saving habit. 4. Increase your earning ability. By doing these things, you'll not only escape the situation of being broke, but wealth will also come knocking on your door one day soon. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it interesting and helpful, please like and share it. See you in the next videos.